bless you, and thank you for joining us. I'm Minister Billy Burton, and welcome to Sunday School Insights. This audio teaching series is an evangelistic tool brought to you by Inspirational Minutes Ministries International, Advocatus Ecclesiae Publishing, and Ministry Outpost. We hope and pray that these lessons will reach those who, for whatever the reason, either can't or won't come to a Bible study, a Sunday school class, or a traditional church service. Subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and then follow us on Facebook, where you can read your Bible lessons faithfully each week. Our Facebook link is conveniently posted below. Our background music, Worlds Away, is provided by the artistic genius of J. Mann at www.ourmusicbox.com. Again, we thank you for joining us, and Sunday School Insights begins now. Today's lesson is entitled, Faithful God, Unfaithful People. Our scriptures are found in the book of Numbers, chapter 25, verses 1 through 18, and 1 Samuel, chapter 2, verses 27 through 36. The stories that we teach each week from the pages of the Bible are called lessons for a good reason. They are life lessons, given to help us not to make the same mistakes as others who have traveled this path before us. This path of a relationship with a faithful God, and how we should govern ourselves to stay in faithful standing with Him. One of the worst things that you or I can do is to worship anything, including yourself, your home, your money, or your vehicle. Anything, along with or other than God. Once you've gone down this path, it's going to take drastic measures and courage to stand against what's wrong, which may include standing against popular opinion and those you love in order to make things right again with God. Such was the case with the children of Israel in their final encampment before crossing the Jordan River to enter into the Promised Land. Phinehas, a descendant of Aaron, the high priest, took action to stop a bad situation from getting worse by thrusting a blade into an Israelite man and his Moabite lover. Because for him, enough was enough. Many of Israel's men and leaders were already cheating on God spiritually and betraying their relationships with God physically. But this man was bold and blatant, taking the Moabite idol-worshipping woman into his tent right in front of everyone. So, Phinehas followed them into the tent and eliminated the problem. As a result, God stopped the plague that had begun on Israel and also made a covenant with the bloodline of Phinehas, promising the high priesthood and peace. God will keep His word, but will you keep up your end of the agreement? This was an example of faithfulness to God. We now move fast forward hundreds of years into the future to meet Eli, a high priest, a good man, and the mentor of young Samuel. He had two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, obviously not the same Phinehas from hundreds of years earlier. Neither of Eli's sons knew the Lord and were described as worthless men. Eli rebuked his sons for having sex with the women of the congregation and others, even at the house of worship, and for stealing from God, and for coming before God any way that they chose. But they didn't listen. Eli didn't enforce punishment or their removal from position. As a result, their bloodline would be cut off from priesthood and from favor. Hophni and Phinehas would both die horrible deaths the same day in battle. And Eli, the disobedient priest, their father, would fall backwards from his throne upon receiving the bad news and break his neck. Our relationships with God are important. He takes them very seriously, and we should too. If you can, try to join us here again next week and be blessed, God willing, with another lesson of Sunday School Insights. Our background music, You on My Mind, was composed and performed by J Mann at www.ourmusicbox.com. God bless you.